everybody. This week on Ask Kristen, I'm talking about faking it till you making it. I want to know, what's one thing you absolutely definitely cannot fake till you make? Money? A car? The competence required to be the United States president? Well. So this week's Ask Kristen question is coming from Terrifying Space Monkey, who wants to know, Hi, I was wondering what the difference is between faking it till you make it and being inauthentic. No one draws a line between being fake and faking to improve. To me, the challenge really comes in the essence of what you're asking, Terrifying Space Monkey. Being able to break down these very Pinterest-friendly inspo sayings like fake it till you make it, live your authentic truth, into genuinely actionable things that we can do to cultivate that stuff inside of ourselves that we want to flourish and overtake the kind of fear and anxiety that, at least for me, can be easier and safer in a way to live out of, because it can offer a false sense of protection from failure and disappointment and negative judgment. From the research that I've read and also the personal work that I've been doing, that line that you're asking for between faking it till you make it and just being a faker is the difference between faking confidence and faking competence. In the spirit of living my authentic truth, I will use myself as an example. When it comes to the stuff mom never told you realm of women and girls and gender differences and sexuality and health, I am extremely competent. I have produced hundreds of podcasts, blogs, and videos, and all sorts of social media somethings or others about these topics. I know how to track down sources, interpret those sources, and present those sources in at least a marginally palatable way. But I still have a massive confidence gap that it has taken me close to 30 years, my friends, to fully acknowledge and face down. A lot of us have this kind of confidence gap. And there are things that we can do that are perfectly fine and healthy and can still be done authentically to fake that confidence. Because really what we're doing is not so much faking it, but practicing it and cultivating it. Faking it till you make it can actually be a very healthy and brave thing to do, because you're truly exercising some risk taking. You are setting aside your fear, you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and you are exercising some confidence. There's a ton of research on how we actually can do this in a healthy and productive way. For instance, Harvard Business School Associate Professor Amy J. Cuddy has done groundbreaking research on these things called power poses, which are essentially poses that take up a lot of space.
Don't you see how powerful I am?
As she's discussed in a fantastic TED Talk I highly recommend, holding these power poses for as little as 2 minutes has a neurological impact of spiking our testosterone and diminishing our cortisol levels. And that translates to nudging up our sense of status and our comfort with risk-taking. What Cuddy's research really gets to is how confidence isn't just some magical internal trait that we're either born with or not, but rather something that can be built through an interplay of our mind and body. And in addition to these physical kinds of things we can do, recent research has also found that mentally priming ourselves to think about our successes as opposed to our deficiencies can also endow us with more confidence. If you're about to take a test, instead of thinking, oh my God, I don't know anything, even though I've studied really hard for it, think, oh, I studied really hard for it. And that can have a positive impact on the outcome. And I also think it's worth noting, since this is Stuff Mom Never Told You, which loves all things gender, there is a gendered layer to a lot of this research. Amy J. Cuddy, who broke power posing wide open, was motivated to do that research because she saw that the girls in her power and influence class at Harvard were not embodying the kind of confidence that matched up their academic competence. This is a pattern. Women and girls not embodying and exercising and cultivating this kind of confidence is a pattern that we often see not only in girls in classrooms, but women in the workplace as well. And not to say, guys, that you don't have your issues with confidence, but I think that it says a lot about how gendered patterns of socialization really influence the way we think about ourselves and what we feel comfortable doing in terms of risk-taking and putting ourselves out there and making our voices and opinions known, and also owning our skills and the things that make us unique. I wanted to leave you with a quote from Elizabeth Gilbert, yes, of Eat, Pray, Love fame. I happen to believe that we are all walking repositories of buried treasure. The universe buries strange jewels deep within us and then stands back to see if we can find them. Maybe instead of calling it faking it till you make it, think of it as just a mining expedition to find the strange jewels within you. What do you think about faking it till you make it, and the line between being fake and cultivating confidence? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks to everybody who watched and commented on last week's Ask Kristen video. Why are women shaped like fruit? Bam Bam JB said ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph are actually used to describe male as well as female body types. Those are the three most common shapes for men and women according to ergonomics and are used when designing work environment and public spaces. I think it's a lot better than having to consider just one average woman and one average man size. Danny Morris said, I've never seen a problem with comparing body shapes with fruit, but shaming those fruits is wrong. Fruit is sweet, and so is your body. Finally, bonus comment, Jerry Poppins said, I miss Tina. You know what, Jerry? Tina misses you too! Oh! And as always, be sure to ask me your questions so I can give you some answers.